This is the second video in our Holistic Wellness or Holistic Life Coaching series. The first one was an introduction. We now start talking about the 8 topics and we start with body. The reason I like to start with body is because everything else that we are going to go through in these 8 topics lives in the body. You have been given this one vehicle. You are going to live in this vehicle your entire life. And yet, we tend to take better care of the vehicles that we drive on the road with than we actually do with our own vehicle. And this one cannot be replaced or traded in. We cannot upgrade. At the end of the day, this is the only one you've got. Our next 2 topics will be mind and spirit. Living in the body, so if you keep your body healthy, you keep your mind and your spirit healthy. Connections or relationships, whether it's work, home, family, whatever it may be, is all about communication. So that lies in the throat, which also lies in the body. Culture is about nurture. It's about everything that you ever heard or experienced in your life. Everything that you were born into and everything you chose in terms of work culture or friends or even sport. We often hear we shouldn't let our emotions control us. I would rather say we need to embrace our emotions and understand what they are telling us in every situation. I consider business and money to still live in the body because it's all to do with our dreams for our future, what we're trying to achieve in terms of wealth, and also having meaning in our life work. So since everything on our holistic life coaching journey lives in the body, it's even more important to look after it. And since a 10% improvement in one of these areas can generate 100% improvement in your quality of life, all more the reason for us to go through all of them. We have always been told that the only way to be successful is hard work, but there's a lot more than that to it. We also need to take care of our bodies. We need to exercise, eat healthy, sleep. Hard work is important, but it certainly cannot be done with an unhealthy body. Non-communicable diseases is one of the most dangerous things in our world. We are terrified of communicable diseases like COVID and other diseases that we can actually transfer to each other. What we don't realize is that 70% of what might kill you, you might give yourself. Non-communicable diseases have to do with our behavior. We talk about 4 things that we do that create 4 problems within the body. The 4 things are drinking, smoking, not exercising, and not following a good diet. And then they cause high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and we become overweight. And this, at the end of the day, leads to things like heart attacks and strokes, which can take your life. We learned over the last year or so how to deal with communicable diseases and look after ourselves. What we still need to do is learn to take care of ourselves in terms of the non-communicable diseases, because they will also make it harder for us to survive the other. Knowing we have to exercise and eat healthy is not new information. The problem is that we tend to Google quick fixes. We want to overindulge and still get what we want. You know those adverts that say, drink this pill and you won't have to exercise. Plug yourself into this machine and you won't have to exercise and you'll still have a 6-pack. Diets that say that you can eat as much as you want of one thing as long as you don't eat this other thing. These things don't work. What you should be asking yourself is why you are overindulging. And no amount of willpower gets us away from overindulgence. What we need is self-discipline. And self-discipline comes from loving yourself and wanting to do what's best for you. Willpower can only sustain changed behavior for a short time. If what you are trying to do does not become enjoyable or you feel like it's a punishment, you will give up. Self-discipline starts with self-acceptance. We think we will be happy when we are fit and thin, but it actually works the other way around. When you have accepted yourself, you stop self-medicating your shame, betrayal, and rejection pain through self-destructive behavior and start feeling free to just be yourself without judgment. Don't wait for inspiration to strike or for motivation to come from nowhere. You have to start with action, whether it's to do a little exercise or paint a painting. Sit in front of the canvas with the paintbrush, start with action. As you paint, it will create inspiration, which will then lead to motivation to paint more paintings. We also need to take care of our functional health. We don't have a lot of control over things like crime and road accidents that cause disabilities. But because about 60% of car accidents are caused by behaviors we do have control over, we need to know what those are. For example, speeding, cornering too fast, pulling away too fast, driving at night between 11:30 and 3 in the morning, allowing distractions like your cell phone or other things in your car, being tired, and not being able to control your frustration in the traffic. If we change these behaviors, we make roads safer for ourselves and for the community as a whole. My name is Lindy. Thank you for watching. Please like my video. It would mean so much to me. And please subscribe if you want to see more. Here are my contact details if you'd like to do some coaching.